We're building mobile apps for the RICOH THETA cameras. In this video, we're going to show you how to change the response window at the top portion to see different types of information and images from the RICOH THETA cameras. The starting point is the Oppkey Theta ATK base template that you can download from GitHub. Refer to the previous videos if you need help with this step. You can see a list of the available widgets on the documentation for the Oppkey Theta ATK test kit. So under the API documentations for this Flutter library, you can search for window, just Control F on your browser, and it'll show different types of windows. The default window is a response window, and that will show text that is selectable. There's another window called Theta syntax window. We're going to use that and replace the response window with a Theta syntax window. This window has syntax highlighting, different coloring, as well as line numbering. However, the text is not selectable. The Theta syntax window is good if you just want to show the output and not make it so that the user can select the output. It's a bit easier to read because of the syntax highlighting and the line numbering. Also, there are different features on it, such as the ability to zoom in and zoom out on the text, or to increase the magnification of it, which might be useful in many circumstances. The top portion, of course, is scrollable. You can make it bigger or smaller. Your users will be able to do this. There's an extensive library to add additional buttons to see what's going on inside the camera. Probably the most two common ones is info and a state button. So let's add a state button to see the current state of the camera for testing purposes. So let's copy the info button and the size box in this list here, and then we'll change info button to state button. All the buttons are in the API documentation. So now we have another button, the state button. If you press it, it's a similar type of response in the response window. You can have the syntax highlighting, it's scrollable, and there's some nice line numbering. Another very common test is to take a picture with the camera, and you probably want to see what's going on inside the camera while the camera is stitching it, to see how long the stitching process takes. So we're going to add a take picture button here. The take picture button does send the status response of what the camera is doing during the time that the camera is processing the image for stitching. For this particular test, the response window might actually be a little bit better because you can select the text. However, there's another window here, which I'd like to show you, called the thumb window, and that will display the output of the thumbnail. So this would be good to get a quick, smaller image, a thumbnail. It's in smaller file size, so the transfer is very quick. So we'll replace the response window with a thumb window, and now you can see the 5 thumbnails on the camera, the last 5 thumbnails. This is configurable, but we'll just, for testing purposes, you'll just take a picture and then it'll show the last 5 thumbnails, which is scrollable. I think I only have a couple images on the camera actually. So now when you press take picture, it'll give you the response, and then after it'll show you what's going on inside the camera, it'll show the thumbnails. Thanks for joining us. Subscribe to the channel. There'll be upcoming tutorials on how to adjust the styling and provide you an overview of all the widgets that we've built. If you have any questions, go to our forum and we'll try to help you out there.